Hey world, say world, what it do, world? Oh, my bad, my bad. Let me get the mic. My bad. Let's start over. Hey world, say world, what it do, world? DBFD fam, what it do, man? We back with another like we never left, man. Hey, now man, we getting into it tonight, boy. Hey, Kevin Gates, man. Let's go to this interview real quick though. Kevin Gates, man, he questioned himself a little bit, man, with Shannon Sharp, man. He speaking about his sexuality and different things. It got kind of real deep. It got real deep, man. Matter of fact, I do want to say, hold on, let me do this real quick. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. 1 second, folks. 1 second, folks. All right, cool. We good. I do want to say, shout out to Gates, man, for keeping it gangster, for keeping it real. Cause you know most people ain't gonna keep it real about topics like this. Now, so basically what happened was Kevin Gates, he's in the interview with Shannon Sharp. He on Club Shay Shay. And Club Shay Shay, he asked him different questions. And then they get into about when he was sexually assaulted when he was a kid. Now, he speak. Hold on, let me put this in. When me one second, let me put this in the title. J2. That's my put this in. We're gonna get. Hold on, give me y'all 1 second, folks. Let me type this real quick so y'all can see this. All right, now check it out, man. So like I said, Kevin Gates, man, he going in, man. He talking about, you know what I'm saying? He spoke on his sexuality. He spoke on some things that happened to him when he was younger, when he was a kid. And it's crazy because I'm looking at it. I'm like, and also let me just reset for everybody that's in the chat that just got in the chat, that's about to be in the chat. So we're speaking on right now, Kevin Gates, man. He had an interview with Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, and also my Cash App in the chat, man. Down below, man. $2, $3, $5, $1. It all go a long way. Shout out, help you boys keep this shit going. But so Kevin Gates, he talking about he went in, man. He's speaking on sexuality. So Club Shay Shay asked him a question, and he was asking him. He was like about growing up with his mom, his grandparents, and different things like that. And he was speaking on how someone sexually assaulted him when he was a teenager, when he was younger. And he also spoke on about like they ain't hit no more. And so when Club Shay Shay, when I say Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp, man, it's Club Shay Shay, but his name is Shannon Sharp. So when Shannon Sharp was like asking him the question about, you know what I'm saying, whether it was Shannon Sharp, he ain't asking, but he was like, dang, people get sexual, that's crazy, like whether it's a guy or a girl. In my head the whole time, I'm just knowing for a fact he gonna say, you know what I'm saying, a girl sexually assaults him, you know what I'm saying, and then he actually questioned himself he actually questioned himself in it too. He was like, he questioned himself, say basically, is he really, you know what I'm saying, is he gay or not, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, dang, it's crazy, because I'm like, hold up, man, Kevin Gates really coming out, really saying this, like really on this interview. So on the low, I'm like, man, I salute the man. You feel me? I salute him for speaking on this topic, because you know most people, man, ain't about to speak on this topic. They ain't about to say if about especially no guy that's in the rap industry. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be known as a big, tough, rough guy. You know what I'm saying? He supposed to be looked at a certain way, and you really gonna speak on some things that happened to you when you was young, like somebody really did something to you, and you really speaking on it. You know, everybody, you know, people that hold Kevin Gates up in a high regard. So, and I ain't ever heard him speak on this. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I done heard rumors about people said Gates was this, was that, he did this, that, boys, men, whatever. I don't know. I heard different rumors about this shit, but it ain't my place to speak. I don't know what's going on with the man. You know what I'm saying? I done even had somebody come up to me and tell me that he said something in one of his concerts, and that he this and that. I'm like, I don't know. But you know, rumors always speculate until certain things come out. So for Kevin Gates to even really just to speak on this and then really put it out to question himself about this, I'm like, man, hey, it's crazy. And I like I said, I really salute him for coming out and speaking on it, because most people ain't gonna speak on it. Most people gonna lie to you, gonna cap, gonna say this, gonna say that. But come on, man, mother ain't gonna keep it real with you. Yeah, it's not gonna keep it real with you. They is not gonna say what it really is. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm gonna play a little bit of this real quick, man, and then we're gonna keep reacting to it, man. But I'm gonna get into it about this Kevin Gates and this Club Shay Shay interview real quick. I'm gonna play a little bit of this, and I might, like I said, we're gonna react to it. We're gonna talk about it a little bit, and we're gonna keep it moving, man. I'm only here for a little time for this for live tonight. I got things to handle, but let's look at this Kevin Gates thing real quick, and then we're gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Let's check it out. Club Shay.
Prize Picks is simple to play. Just download the Prize Pick app. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Feel good to be right.
The AI Toolkit is live on
Come
our
on, man,
list.
God
Every
dang.
leading AI tool you need for video creation is now organized.
Goodness gracious.
I saw what you.
All right, so right here, this is the part. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This is the part right here where it started with Gates talking about. So let's check it out real quick. He gonna start speaking on the situation.
You did an interview with Mike Tyson, and you revealed for the first time, you never revealed this before, that you were sexually assaulted.
Yeah, I was sexually victimized.
So I've heard people say, what's so traumatic about this? Not only is the child robbed of his youth and his innocence, but when he or she tells the person that's in charge of protecting that youth and innocence, they go unheard, they're not believed.
That was one of the reasons that me and my mother had a, disagreement. That's one of the reasons. Like, we told you what happened to us.
Okay.
So it was multiple, it wasn't just you.
Nah, it was, I'm gonna say me. It's just
Okay.
me.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the, I'm gonna take.
You gonna take the-
I'm gonna take the beating for the
Okay.
friend. But yeah, I told you what happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you, and it's interesting because Clarissa Shields was on here. She said the same thing that she told, and they didn't believe it, and she ended up going to stay with her
Thing with
grandmother.
Mike Tyson, it was the things that he told me off camera that was so beautiful. Like, that dude is one of the most beautiful people. I was like shocked. Like, if you look at the interview, I was just like kind of in a daze because it was the conversation we had off camera.
Right.
Then when we got on camera, I'm like, man, this dude deep.
Right.
And that's when he was like, that's what turned me into a monster. Something bad happened to me.
And he said, it's never gonna happen to me again.
Right. Oh.
It really forced me into being kind of like a vigilante kind of in a sense. Because I took like every type of martial arts you could think. My grandmother had me and all of that.
Okay.
And for a long time, and I hate what I'm about to say, for a long time I exhibited a lot of violence out of fear.
Okay.
People salute me for a lot of stuff, but that was out of fear.
Okay.
That wasn't out of just me being no monster, no tough
Right.
guy. That was fear.
Were you a teenager at the time?
Yes, sir.
Were you threatened?
When?
Did he, if you tell anybody that this has happened, or if you tell anybody that this happened, something might happen to you or
He
someone?
did.
Look at Shannon.
He did.
Yeah, he out of here.
I guess I'll leave that alone.
I mean, that's the truth. I mean, I don't know how he, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't know how?
He out of here.
Like I said, we'll move that along.
Yeah, he'll never do that to anybody again. That's
Hey, look. Hey, that's the funny part. Shay Shay said we're gonna leave that alone. Now we're gonna get back to the interview real quick, but also he gonna go deep in the interview, and he went about what he said about questioning himself, man. I'm gonna let y'all keep watching, but I just want to shout out whoever on the chat, and if y'all got something to say, man, speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Say something. I reply back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. We'll talk about it. We'll chop it up, man. So let's get back to the interview real quick, man, and see what Gates talking about. Let's get it. Oh, bud.
the two things. But then, you know, I might be I don't want to say too much, but I really broke generational curses with that situation because people that came before me, they was raped. And it created the space for me to have with my children to where my children know don't nobody never touch you, that not even me.
Okay.
I had these open conversations with my children. They are equipped I created a space for them to be able to tell their dad
Be
anything.
open and honest with you about any situation.
Anything.
Okay.
Kev, you know what? Let me ask you this. How did you summons up the courage? Because I can assure you, you're not the first young man, boy, that's ever had this happen. But a lot of young boys will suppress it and
I
not.
created the space for men to be able to heal. There's so many men that come up to me and hug me and cry in the gym and tell me thank you, because I created a space. And I tell them, you was vulnerable then. We have built ourselves into machines to where we can protect the inner child. That's why I made that song, Protect Children. You're not supposed to hurt children.
Your song, molested inside my mom's home. She ain't believe me when I was young. There gonna be a lot of people that's gonna watch this.
After I made that song,
Yes.
I ain't know how much trauma that I was holding. I cried for 2 weeks uncontrollably. My manager sitting back there, he the one recorded that song. I was in Puerto Rico. And when I did that song, I cried uncontrollably for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks straight. Then I went to the bathroom, and when I shit it, it just like
Everything released.
everything released. I was so tense all the time just from, you underwent trauma. And even going out here and applying pressure, you still don't, it don't never go away. But I think my snapping point was, damn, I hate to say who it was, but he pulled me to the side. He a monster too.
Okay,
He pulled me to the side. He was like, hey,
This is what we about to talk about
are
right
we
here.
gay?
Dang, I'm running back y'all for a little bit. Hold up.
I was
it
so
back.
tense all the time.
So this the part right here where he talk about when he gonna say the guy gonna ask him, dang, are we, you know what I'm saying? Like, so here you go right here. Let's play it.
is from, you underwent trauma. And even going out here and applying pressure, you still don't, it don't never go away. But I think my snapping point was, damn, I hate to say who it was, but he pulled me to the side. He a monster too. He pulled me to the side. He was like, hey, are we gay? I said, I don't know. I don't know. And I remember that was the last time I kind of had a little bit of like, before it went black.
Damn. You hear that man? That man question this. That man say, are we that's deep right there, man. For something to happen to you so deep, so bad, so crazy to you when you was a kid, ain't got nothing to do with nothing, and now it's making you question your whole life. So now when I hear all these different rumors people be making up, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if shout out to Gates. I rock with Gates. You feel me? I don't know if it's true or not, but now the rumors that people that do be saying different things about Gates, about, you know what I'm saying, about sexuality, whatever the case may be. Now you see, like, if anything was to be or whatever the case may be, man, you see where it come from. He just clarified right here that he got sexually assaulted by a dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody in the chat, holla at me. We talking about Gates right now. Like I said, you could jump down in the comments, say something. Don't be scared. I don't bite. We could talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But he just got on Club Shay, and he got sexually assaulted by a guy, not by a woman. And this man actually said he got sexually assaulted by a guy. Like, I salute him for that, because, like, most people ain't gonna say that. Most guys, you know what I'm saying, seen that happen to them, they passed when they was a kid, they ain't gonna say that. For him to sit here and be strong enough and look Club Shay Shay in the eye when he know millions of people, like, this is one of the biggest interview platforms that they got out right now. So he already know plenty of people gonna watch this, millions of you in this Gate. So, you know, Kevin Gates, you gonna click on it because people probably gonna think, oh, this about to be a wild ass interview. This about to be a crazy interview. But at the end of the day, it's like, it ain't gonna be as crazy. It really ain't crazy. You think it's really a laid back, not too wild interview. Well, I mean, from what I've seen so far, and I haven't got to go through the whole interview, but from what I've seen so far, it really ain't that wild of an interview like that. You see what I'm saying? Gates actually seemed cool, kind of collective, and speaking his truth on here. You know what I'm saying? But for him to speak on this part right here, it's like, man, that's crazy. Now, like I say, Club Shay Shay asked him about so what's going on with the guy, and Gates, he was like, hey man, the guy, he ain't hit no more. You know what I'm saying? He laid out. He stretched out. He gone. He ain't hit no more. He resting and whatever he resting in, but he ain't hit no more. So it's crazy. I'm like, dang, Gates really gonna speak on this? And look how he looking. Gates looking dead serious. You know what I'm saying? He looking dead serious. So let's listen to a little bit more and see how deep they get into it real quick. And like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We going up tonight, man. We talking about this Gates interview and all that. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's keep it going. Let's go. Might as well. Why not? Skating. God damn.
You don't remember anything after that?
No, I remember. I'm talking about before my humanity kind of got turned off toward predators. I don't respect those that pick on the weak. I just don't. I don't like bullies.
Is that why you stay to yourself now? That's why you don't like, look, I don't bother nobody. I don't want nobody bothering me because I don't want that person to ever show back up again.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is base for...
Not really. That come from I'm so loyal and I'm such a beautiful person that I give my all.
Okay.
I give my all.
Okay.
Everything.
How important is it for mothers, fathers, people that's in authoritative position to listen to their child when they tell them something of this magnitude has happened?
Right.
It ain't about listening. You gotta listen, but then you gotta do something behind it.
Okay.
You gotta do something about it.
Okay.
That child not gonna know that they protected if don't nothing get did.
Okay.
If don't nothing get did, you just talking good as a bitch.
Okay.
What I utter with my mouth, my actions must prove. My children know. They done saw they dad to get out their character before. Everybody in this room has. Unfortunately, I hated that they had to see that. But men, as men, when you're a man, you do what you must.
Fact.
Fools do what they want, but men do what they must. I ain't know this conversation is gonna be like this, but this.
Oh, we gonna lighten up. But
I ain't trying to lighten up. This is healing for me.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Had your mom taken steps necessary, how different is your relationship with your mom?
It's beautiful. Cause you gotta think when a parent hit it, that's the worst.
All right, so look, we're gonna keep watching some more, but let me reset the room real quick, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna reset the room, let you know what we're speaking on right now. So basically, what we going in right now, man. Kevin Gates interview with Club Shay Shay on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. He speaks on how he got molested by a male, by a dude when he was young. I think he's teenage or something like that. And that's a real sticky situation, man, because a lot of guys is not gonna speak on that or say anything about that happening to them in their life. They're gonna try to hold back like it ain't nothing. But it was so deep for Kevin that he questioned himself. He had to ask a dude, I guess another dude that happened to with him, are we gay? Like, what? See what I'm saying? Now like you say, he told his mother, but his mother say she ain't do nothing about it. She ain't believe him or whatever the case may be. So I'm pretty sure he had to take it in his own hand. Now this remind me of it happened to a lot of guys when they was young enough. A lot of guys just don't speak on it, man. It was a lot of freaky men back in the day. You know, back in the day, growing up, bro, when them older cats growing up back in the day, it was damn near any rule. You know, they grew up back in the day where they was messing with girls. They was marrying girls that was 12, 11, 13 years old. Could do whatever, you know what I'm saying? In the chat, holler. And anybody in the chat, holler at me, man. What's your thoughts on this, man? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. But they was marrying girls back in the day. Girls 11, 12 years old, 13, 14 years old. A man 20-something, 30-something, 40, like little girls. You know what I'm saying? And it's remind me of a conversation that Blueface, I was watching one of his lives he had Twitch. He had his mama and daddy going back and forth on there. And Blueface was trying to basically expose his mama about how she need to stop worrying about his relationship with his girlfriends and different things like that. And so Blueface mama brought up the Blueface pops that when he went up there and stayed with his pops, that his daddy girlfriend at the time, wife, ex-wife, whatever, girl, whoever it was, she pinched Blueface wee wee. You feel me? And like 2 times, whatever the case may be, when he was a kid. And Blueface mom trying to say that was wrong, but Blueface was just explaining. He just said that she just did it because he pissed on the toilet. So she did it like twice or something like that. But she ain't. I kept messing with her, nothing like that. But she did it a couple of times just to basically discipline, let him know don't pee on the toilet. And Blueface daddy, he like, man, listen, y'all ain't tell me about that back in the day. I ain't nothing about it. I know 20 years later now, Blueface ain't tell me, you ain't tell me. You know what I'm saying? So how would I know? Because his mama trying to get on him about getting on. He's like, I ain't nothing about it. I'm just finding this out 20 years later. But there was a girl in the room. It might have been Blueface's sister, whoever the case may be. But she on the same thing. She like, that still don't make it right. And Blueface was trying to say it wasn't like that. She was just disciplining me because you know what I'm saying? Pee on the toilet. I was young. She pinched his wee wee to let him know, hey, stop, don't do that. You can't do that. You can't be peeing on the toilet. But I think it's a better way to do that, man. But I ain't gonna lie, a lot of guys, especially like you said, growing up back in nowadays, I mean, it still goes on. But nowadays I think it's a lot better because a lot of guys that went through these different things, went through these sexual traumas, we like a lot of guys, they grew up now, so now they like they don't want their kids to go through the same things. So now they more protective. They in their kids' life now. They more protective. They watch this. Everybody, even the mama, they seeing who watching their kids. They seeing what's going on with the kids. We're not just letting anybody come in here and do anything to our kids. Because you got to think back in the day, a lot of them freaky girls. I mean, freaky men and women. Because both of them did sexual. Back in the day, it wasn't no social media. You get away with a lot of stuff back in the day. You feel me? It wasn't no cameras. See what I'm saying? So it was like, you can do so many things, you can get away with it because who you gonna tell me? And then you got to think the mama ain't really gonna believe the dad. I think it's like this, like Kevin Gates' situation. He say he told his mom whatever, she ain't want to believe him, the case may be. You know what I feel like it really was. I don't feel like they didn't, but some parents, some women don't believe it. I feel like the mama just ain't care at the time. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say the mama probably ain't care at the time because you know what the dude is molesting the boy or the girl, whatever he doing to the mama. You see what I'm saying? Might as well. Why not? He putting that log to her. He putting the wood to her. He putting the log to her. So he putting that wood to her. She want to keep getting that. Now today's world, quote unquote, women act like they don't care about the man don't care about the girl. Okay, cool. But back then, you know, the women and girls still want a man, but back then it was even worse. Women, that's all they wanted. Number one thing, I gotta find me a man. I gotta find me a man, good man, bad man, his man, that man, sad man, rad man, cad man, dad man, fad man. As long as it was a man, they got them a man. They don't care. They will let you. Cause I've been through things in life what my mom do over men. You know what I'm saying? So I know how I go. Once you got a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't want to lose this man. You feel me? She don't want to lose this man. So you know what I'm saying? She going in. And she, you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna really try to listen too much of what the kid's saying, because it's like, boy, I need this man. You ain't about to mess up my relationship with this man. He putting that log to her. You feel me? She don't want him to go nowhere. You see what I'm saying? So it'd be situations like that. And also it could be a situation with too where the mama, you know, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, the mama probably got beat on, hit on, smacked up a little bit. You feel me? And so since she got beat on, hit on, smacked up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? She like, man, I ain't gonna say nothing. 'Cause if I say something, this man crazy. He might put his hands on me. He might do something to me, and we don't want that. You see what I'm saying? So different situations make people act different with their kids. But in my situation, man, I feel like it's some BS in well, not my situation. I'm just in a situation. Period. In my eyes, I mean, I feel like it's some BS because if your kids say something, bro, you got to stand up on that. You feel me? You can't just let nobody molest your kids, play with your kids, do something to your kids. Man, is you crazy? What they say is you stupid or you dumb. Huh? Man, you crazy. Man, I'm not let nobody mess with my kid, man. Come on, man. It not happening. It not happening. Not if I know about it. And you heard what Gates said? Gates said, hey, man, he ain't here no more. He ain't here no more. Buddy gone. Buddy out of there, man. Hey, chat, holler at me, man. What's your thoughts, man? Holler at me in the chat, man. Let me know, man. We're going to reset the room real quick. Today we talking about speaking on Kevin Gates, man, Club Shay Shay interview. They talked about a lot of things, but one of the things that really caught my eye that I salute Kevin Gates on, that he spoke on something a lot of people I didn't know. Maybe if y'all knew, y'all tell me y'all knew. Maybe it's old. Maybe I didn't. But I never knew about it until today. So if I didn't know and he been said it, then my bad. But and not my bad here. I don't gotta say my bad. It's my channel, my live, and I'm speaking on what I want to speak on because I didn't know about it. And it rung in my ear like that. I salute him for being, because he a street dude, been a prison locked up, but he a real one. For him to speak on this, you can't care what nobody think about it. He definitely don't care what nobody think about it, because he keeping it gangster, and I respect it. He's speaking on some of his traumas, and I respect him for doing that. See what I'm saying? And so basically, he's speaking on him as a kid, as a child, gets his mama, boyfriend, whatever, did some things to him, molest him. He didn't really go in too deep as far as the interview. Because I didn't see all the interview, but I got like half of it. But he didn't go all into details about how much he molested him, like what all he did to him. He didn't say nothing about what he did, but he just said molested. So we don't know. And obviously, it was more than just him, because he said we. And then Shay Shay was like, okay, it was more than just you. And Gates was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna say I ain't gonna speak on nobody. Basically saying he ain't gonna speak on nobody else. So I salute him for that too, because maybe the other guys that he didn't, they probably don't want you to be saying that, telling their business like that. That's why he said, I'm gonna speak on me. I ain't gonna speak on all of them. It's gonna be done with me. And so he spoke on that, and then he questioned his sexuality. He said, "Oh, we gay." That's deep. And he said the dude ain't hit him more. Basically, he said the dude resting in peace, dude unalive. So you already know what happened. Pretty much, you put two and two together. But that's fucked up when a grown man got to question himself his sexuality, because another dude did something to him, and you ain't had, and you were a kid, and this man did this to you, man. That'll make a motherfucker go crazy, man. That'll make a motherfucker blow up. You hear me? But I'm talking about for real. That'll make a motherfucker go insane. You know what I'm saying? Like. So I really don't know, but I know it's crazy that this happened to him, man. And shout out to him, shout out to his family, man. Hopefully this interview with Club Shay Shay, it'll be a healing point for him, and he can get over it, man. Because this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just speaking. I really wish people in the chat to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And talk to me so we could chop it up about this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a wild situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to myself. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Let me say. Nah, I ain't gonna say. Nah, I ain't putting it. Hey, man, let's reset the room real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Right now, man. Like I say, man, you already know my Cash App down there in the chat. Hey, J Swift Too Fresh. You feel me? It's my Cash App, man. Go ahead and show some love, man. You feel me? Right now, we speaking on Kevin Gates, man. He spoke on with Club Shay Shay about him getting molested, man. And I ain't gonna lie, it's a sad, messed up situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. For real. If that happened to me, I'd be ready to kill. I'd be ready to steal. I'd be ready to knock a nigga head off. Oh, yes, I will. We about to get the big guns and go on a drill. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna run over you like on a football field. We're gonna take out your house like I'm ready to steal. On your head, no cap. I'm gonna catch me a hat. Put it a bet. Jay Swift, you know I'm a threat. Nah, for real, though. I'm just talking crazy, but, like, I just want to say this, man. I'm gonna look at some more of the video real quick, but this is a serious situation in America, man. A lot of people and a lot of kids go through these things, you know what I'm saying, and go through a lot of bullshit and get molested and stuff like that, and they don't talk about it. So shout out to Kevin Gates for talking about it, man. So everybody in the chat, we about to look over some more of this video real quick. At the beginning of Kevin Gates speaking on he got molested. He was a kid, and what happened to the dude that molested him. So we're gonna look. We looked at it already one time. I'm gonna look over one more time for y'all real quick, man. I think this is very crazy, very interesting, and people need to see this, and y'all need to speak out. And I salute Kevin Gates for speaking out on it, because a lot of people ain't gonna speak out on it. A lot of people gonna be scared to speak out on it. You know what I'm saying? Because getting judgment. So shout out to Kevin Gates. We about to watch this again, clip again. Him and Club Shay Shay talking about it. Might as well. Why not? Skate. God dang. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. Mighty wheel. Let's check it out.
I saw that you did an interview with Mike Tyson, and you revealed for the first time, you never revealed this before, that you were sexually assaulted.
Yeah, I was sexually victimized.
So I've heard people say, what's so traumatic about this? Not only is the child robbed of his youth and his innocence, but when he or she tells the person that's in charge of protecting that youth and innocence, they go unheard, they're not believed.
That was one of the reasons that me and my mother had a, disagreement. That's one of the reasons. Like, we told you what happened to us.
So it was multiple. It wasn't just you.
Nah, it was. I'm gonna say me. It's
Okay.
me.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take.
You gonna take the.
I'm gonna take the beating for the
Okay.
brand. But yeah, I told you what happened to me. Yep.
Why don't you? And it's interesting because Clarissa Shields was on here. She said the same thing that she told, and they didn't believe it, and she ended up going to stay with her
Thing with
grandmother.
Mike Tyson, it was the things that he told me off camera that was so beautiful. Like, that dude is one of the most beautiful people. I was like shocked. Like, if you look at the interview, I was just like kind of in a daze because it was the conversation we had off camera.
Right.
Then when we got on camera, I'm like, man, this dude deep.
Right.
And that's when he was like, that's what turned me into a monster. Something bad happened to me.
And he said it's never going to happen to me again.
It really forced me into being kind of like a vigilante kind of in a sense. Because I took like every type of martial arts you could think. My grandmother had me and all of that. And for a long time, and I hate what I'm about to say, for a long time I exhibited a lot of violence out of fear. People salute me for a lot of stuff, but that was out of fear. That wasn't out of just me being no monster, no tough guy. That was fear.
Were you a teenager at the time?
Yes, sir.
Were you threatened?
When?
Did he, if you tell anybody that this has happened, or if you tell anybody that this happened, something might happen to you or
He
someone?
did.
Look how Gates looked at that boy. Said he dead, and look how he looked at him. Okay, let's get it. Damn, let's play. What the heck going on? Oh, here you go.
He did.
Yeah, he out of here.
I guess I'll leave that alone.
I mean, that's the truth. I mean, I don't know how he, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't know how?
He out of here.
Like I said, we'll move that along.
Yeah, he'll never do that to anybody again. That's the two things. But then, man, I might be shit. I don't want to say too much, but I really broke generational curses with that situation because people that came before me, they was raped.
Okay, probably by the same guy.
And it created the space for me to have with my children to where my children know don't nobody never touch you, that not even me.
Okay, straight up.
I had these open conversations with my children. They are equipped.
Straight up.
I created a space for them to be able to tell their daddy anything.
Be open and honest with you about any situation.
Straight up.
Anything.
Yeah.
Kev, you know what? Let me ask you this. How did you summon up the courage? Because I can assure you, you're not the first young man, boy, that's ever had this happen. But a lot of young boys will suppress it and
I
not.
created the space for men to be able to heal.
Okay.
There's so many men that come up to me and hug me and cry in the gym and tell me thank you, because I created a space. And I tell them, you was vulnerable then. We have built ourselves into machines to where we can protect the inner child.
Okay.
That's why I made that song, Protect Children. You're not supposed to hurt children.
Your song, molested inside my mom's home. She ain't believe me when I was young.
See, she said he ain't said she ain't believe him. It's crazy work.
There gonna be a lot of people that's gonna watch this.
Right.
After I made that song,
Yes.
I ain't know how much trauma that I was holding. I cried for 2 weeks uncontrollably.
Dang. Cold.
My manager sitting back there, he the one recorded that song. I was in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
When I did that song, I cried uncontrollably for like 2 weeks.
Mighty wheel. Why
2 weeks straight. Then I went to the bathroom, and when I shit it, it just like
Everything released.
everything released. I was so tense all the time just from, you underwent trauma.
Right.
And even going out here and applying pressure, you still it don't never go away. But I think my snapping point was, damn, I hate to say who it was, but he pulled me to the side. He a monster too. He pulled me to the side. He was like, hey, are we gay?
Damn.
I said, I don't know. And I remember that was the last time I kind of had a little bit of like, before it went black.
So look, man. So basically what he's saying is he kind of had a love before it went black. You know what black mean, before it went all the way out, before I just, you feel me? It just snapped out. I'm just doing what I'm doing. I don't care what nobody talking about, what nobody thinking. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it went black, it's like, all this shit done happened to me when I was a kid. He done got sexually molested. His mama already wasn't in his life. He already was, you know what I'm saying, raised by his grandma and grandparents. So now it's like, you know what? Call this. I'm about to snap out. I'm about to go crazy. I don't care about nothing. It's war time. Suit up, lace your boots up. It's war time. You feel what I'm saying? So now you see, like, with Gates, with all the trauma and all the different things he's been through, that's the reason why. Because like you say, he already was out there in the field messing around doing what he's doing. But then when you get molested as a kid and your mama don't believe you, she send you off to stay with your grandma. You in Baton Rouge, you going back and forth from New Orleans, you out in the streets, that's all you see is drama, thugging. Your mind messed up, man. You feel me? And then he already said in the song that his mama was a hoe and this and that, and she was getting pimped, whatever the case may be. So it was like, then he said his grandma was a gangster. So going through all these different things in life, it'll mess your head up, man. Suit up, lace your boots up. It's war time. You know what I'm saying? It'll mess your head up. So it'll make you do things and just wild out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why a lot of these things, men being through things like this, like it need to be talked about more and expressed more. Because people always won't ever judge nobody. I got homies and people that always judge people, man. I always tell them, man, I don't judge nobody, man. I don't judge nobody at all. You feel me? And the reason why I don't judge nobody, you can't judge a book by its cover. And I done talked to homies. I had situations and conversations with people before, and they be like, well, I don't know why they say it. I don't know why they don't know. I always tell people all the time, bro, you can't judge. You don't, in the Bible, first of all, say don't judge. And also, you don't know how they was raised. You was raised this way. Certain people raised certain ways. It's certain people that was raised in the streets, raised in the project, raised, they mom and daddy thugging on drugs, selling drugs, crackhead, whatever the case may be. Soon, they ain't got no food. Soon they walking around doing what they want to all day. As soon as they come outside, as soon as they step foot out, fuck outside. I know projects. Soon you step outside your door, you open your door to your house. These niggas all in the hallway, thug, what up, what y'all about to do? They out there fighting, shooting, thug, rolling dice. Thug. You go outside, this is a big party. Everybody thugging, you all you know. Your parents doing this, doing that. They could have got a job. Bro, get what job? Who trying to hire them? Like, so it ain't good to try to judge people all the time, man. And this is a prime example of Gates, man. You know what I'm saying? Of what he went through in life. And so people, you shouldn't judge people, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. How do y'all feel about this Kevin Gates situation, man? Coming out and basically letting everybody know that he was sexually assaulted and he had to ask his homeboy, are they gay because of this? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, now I know it definitely messed Kevin Gates up in life, coming up, growing up, how you see men, how you see women when you're getting played with as a kid. That's crazy. You don't got no control over it, man. So I want to say salute to him just for even speaking on this situation, because most people ain't gonna speak on it. You see what I'm saying? But that's just what it is, man. But for everybody in the chat, man, I just had to just go over this tonight because this is I saw this club session. It's a real dope interview, man. Y'all should go check it out, and you know, leave your thoughts on it and comment down below. But like I said, I just want to touch on this real quick, man. I want to stay long, but I got some things I gotta do tonight. I gotta go handle right now, man. But thanks for everybody that came out tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Same time, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you don't see me 6 p.m. Eastern, wait to around 6:30ish. I'll be on live. We're gonna go long, go a whole hour or so. But tonight I had to just jump on. I wanted to get some live in real quick tonight. You know what I'm saying? Talk on the situation. Like I said, anybody in the chat, if y'all do want to say something real quick, before we get about here, let me know, man. Say something. What you think about the situation with Gates, man? What you think about this situation? Do you look at him as a heterosexual, as a man, or is he gay now because he got played with when he was a kid? You know what I'm saying? But you a kid though. So what do y'all think about it? But like I said, shout out to Club Shay, shout out to Kevin Gates for this situation, for them even talking about the situation. Because I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna catch too many people talking about this at all. Hell, now who gonna really sit here and talk about they got played with as a kid? Man, you gonna have too many people talk about this at all. 0%, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Gates for even speaking on it, man. Like I said, hey man, we going back up. We going up every night, man. So just stay tuned. Keep watching. We can go up again tomorrow night, and we gonna keep doing it, man. Shout out to everybody coming in live, and I'm about to be over, and I'm out, and then tomorrow night we gonna get it, man. Eastside, you already know what it is. Hey, might as well. Why not? Skis. God dang. Let those skis. Might as well. Why not?